Hi, I'm attorney Joshua Wilson. I was recently asked a question that prompted me to come and make this video. I was asked, what is the average child support amount that you see in divorce cases in Missouri? I pondered that for a minute, and it'd be really hard to say there's an average because there's so many factors. I want to talk to you about some of those factors, and then I'll give you my guess at what an average might be, but it doesn't really mean anything. So child support is dependent upon, one, the relative incomes of both parties. Two, the division of parenting time, whether it's 50-50 or every other weekend. Three, there's special circumstances that can be involved, special needs of children, special programs are involved in, all kinds of different things that could affect it. It's rare, but there's definitely that possibility. We have the issue of whether it's fair. Unjust or inappropriate is what we have. So it can go either way if it's unjust or inappropriate. Usually what we see is the court will determine an amount to be unjust and inappropriate under the circumstances and deviate downward from the calculation, the presumed correct calculation. We use a form called the Missouri Form 14 to determine child support, and you can find that on Google. So those are the three ways that we really determine child support, or the three factors that are considered in there. Now, one of the things that really gets confusing for people and they don't understand is if it's 50-50 custody, then it shouldn't be any child support. And unfortunately, that's just not the way it works. I'm not going to get into explaining why, but I'm going to tell you what the rule is. The rule is that the maximum amount of child support credit for overnight visits in regards to child support is 34%, even if it's 50-50 custody. And people say, what? That's what the law says. Now, you can agree to a 50% credit for parenting time for overnight stays. You can agree to that. But if you go to court, most of the time the judge is only going to give a 34% credit. And the reason is that they say that there's certain expenses that are non-duplicated fixed expenditures at one house, and that the other house, those are not duplicated fixed expenditures. Quite frankly, I don't get it, and I disagree with it, but that is the law we have. I think modern day and age, we see that these costs are really split. They're divided. So the non-duplicated fixed expenditures, school clothes and school supplies, but we split that stuff. So it's not non-duplicated fixed expenditures. Now we can argue those things. We can argue that there's the non-duplicated fixed expenditures are duplicated. You could do that, and that was one way to be able to deviate from the presumed correct child support amount. I would say the average that I see off the top of my head would be around $500 a month, average, but I've seen it as high as $5,000 a month, and I've seen it as low as $0. If you have any questions and you'd like to talk to us about maybe what child support might look like in your situation, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you. Thank you.